Must have never had Nigerian jollof, Ali stick and go. Mix it up like Riddick Bowl. Mix Holyfield with smoking Joe. What's that? Smoke. Travis got 2 fights, 2 wins, and KJ got no fights, no losses.
Introducing to your first fighting tonight out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, here is Denzel Too Short
Inside fighting just like Tyson, but they don't teach that in college. Money made, glamorous ting.
Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of The Red Corner.
This is a special one, bruv. We're sitting here with a whole champion, bruv. Denzel Bentley in the house, bruv.
Come on.
What's going on, bruv? Nah. I had to let the applause go, bro. Bro, how are you?
I'm good, man. Landed back safely. I'm all good, man. How you guys?
Oh, we're nice. Wait, hold on.
Wait, bro. But you enjoyed, bro. You was in Ghana for this Christmas, bro.
This is what I'm saying.
Like we had the same Christmas. We never had the same Christmas, bro.
You weren't like, you didn't have to, like, what's that thing? What we been doing? When we social I can't
lockdown thing. You weren't social distancing.
Social distancing. You weren't doing that.
Nah, man, Ghana was different still. The setup in Ghana was different, I'm not gonna lie.
But where was the memo? Because I felt like every black person decided it's time to go Ghana.
Ghana or Dubai. That's what I thought.
Like, I think people were just like fed up with the whole lockdown stuff, so they said I'm flying out. I went there for my grandma's funeral, but I was in there from November, so I thought I might as well just stay till, you know what I'm saying, after Christmas and that. So that was my reason for being there.
So since you've been out there, you probably didn't do no pad work in it.
You know what? I actually did. So my uncle bust me. Yeah. My uncle was like, come to my house, like we're doing pad work, and I tried to get out of it a few times. I'm not gonna lie. Like, listen, come to my house. We're not playing. I was like, I'm coming. Like, early morning, and I'm tired.
Oh man,
I'm coming.
Was your uncle really sufficient on the pads though, or was it that family pad work?
No, it weren't obviously the best, but it weren't rubbish. It was actually good. It was enough to make me sweat, and you know what I'm trying to say, and work me a little bit. So it was good.
But did he give you prison style with the flip flop, or was it the proper thing? Like,
no, I had pads. You know, I took all my stuff out there. Like, I actually planned to work out. Like, I took all my stuff out there. But when I got to the gym, I didn't really see any boxes and stuff. Like, it's hard to kind of catch them. They train early, like by 6 o'clock. They train and done. So when I went there, it was like there was no one there. So I didn't really train till the last week when I met up with a few like Buatsi and I was at Dog Bowl and that. So that's when I started training. But before, other than that, I was with my uncle when he was making me come to his house and doing pads at his house and stuff. Just compounding.
Okay. You mentioned you was out there with Buatsi. Did you have a move around with him? Did you do a little bit of sparring?
No, not a real spar, but just like a little touch and go, and we've done a little shadow spar and stuff. So yeah, it was calm.
Okay, cool.
That's hard. So interestingly, what is the boxing scene looking like in Ghana? So even when you're walking around, are people starting to recognize who you are in terms of like the boxing community I'm talking about right now?
Yeah, no, people actually knew who I was, especially where I went on a few TV interviews and radio interviews and stuff. So like I was out there for quite a while. So yeah. I've done it in like the first few weeks, and as time went on, people were recognizing who I was. Oh, I saw you on the telly the other day. You're the boxer. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, they're really interested in their boxing, but it's just that, you know, everything's like they respect, not respect, but like they're more interested in what's going on abroad.
Yeah,
because all their good fighters go abroad and stuff like. But I feel like it's a growing sport in Ghana. So yeah, it's good.
Okay. Listen, as I said, welcome to the Red Corner, bro.
For real. It's a pleasure.
I'm gonna let the people in on something because I can't be too fake, bro. It's not in my nature. Usman tried to do this year, but he was on some mad Wi-Fi, bro. Wi-Fi
man. Yeah, it was mad.
It was very insane, bro.
It was crazy.
So it's good because now we're getting to know more, and I feel we'll get more from this moment. So I'm gonna ask you straight out off the bat, what got you into boxing, bro? What was it?
When I was 15, like my older brother bought gloves and headguard from that 9 market, and his whole idea was to charge people to fight and all that stuff. But like eventually, we just started putting on and fighting each other anyway.
Wait, hold on. Charge you to fight? What? Just on road or just like in a sports hall?
No, on road. We didn't know where no sports hall was. Like, we weren't interested in all that stuff. Like we weren't even into boxing, to be honest. I'm to say he just bought it and thought, yeah, like people have disputes around the area. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have a real fight, it's It could turn into something. You know what I'm saying? It could escalate. So if your friend has done something to you and you actually want to fight him, just put on the gloves, and that changes the whole dynamic of it. Like it's a bit less. You know what I'm trying to say?
Give your brother flowers right now, though. So bro, he was Eddie Hearn before Eddie Hearn, fam.
You know, like that.
Yeah.
This is like the Western days. You know, they might be like, I challenge you to a duel.
Said I challenge you to a duel. Yeah, no. So that obviously that was his whole angle, but we just ended up putting on anyway, like about the charging and stuff. And me and him will fight 2 others and whoever else is there, and we'll get them to fight each other. And like, we were kind of good in it. So he found the gym. When I got to college, I met a friend that boxed. He took me to a gym. That's when we started taking it serious. Like when I got to college times, then we both went to different gyms for a bit, and then we just started. I started boxing from there. He stopped, carried on, and then I just carried on, and I'm here today.
Wow. So what's that story like with your bro though? Because obviously he stopped. Was there ever a moment when he looked at you and said, I should have kept on going? Or where is he at with it?
You know what? I don't know. You know, he's never actually said that to me. I should have carried on. I just always said to him, if you carried on, I think you'd be good, because he was more like a spiteful kind of guy. Like he wants to hurt you. He's like a Javonte Davis type mindset. Like when I get in there, I'm trying to punch through you kind of guy. So I always say to him, you're tapped. If you carried on, you would have been a problem. And he's like, yeah, nah, man. It just, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really on it. But at the time, he was on it. But you know, the dedication and the discipline that goes into it is crazy. And I think when he realized that, he's like, I don't think I've got time for this. Like he was always trying to find ways to get money. So like now he's into music management and stuff. So that's the kind of guy he is. And he's more business minded anyway. But yeah.
Okay.
So is there like that big brother, little brother thing where it's like he still feels like he could have you? Like if he just trained for a couple months, like if he still feels like he's, or is it just like, nah, that's good?
He'll probably say that out loud, but I don't think. I think he's seen the work. He's seen these hands. He's seen what he can do. Nah, but I wouldn't fight him anyway.
No, of course.
No, but it's smooth in the ring. You can't be touched. That's the one thing. Like I was impressed with the last fight. Have you got your belt, bro?
That was over Mark Heffron.
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay,
yeah, let's see that, man.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna get the belt, fam.
Give me a sec.
Yeah. I'd be sitting with the belt now, bro.
Oh.
That's good that they don't take the belts from you, though. You know, in certain organizations,
they take it back.
Belt, right? They're like,
them Southern area belts. They're like, all right, take your pictures, and then let's have it.
I would take Ghana, you know.
There we go.
I had it with me in Ghana. Do you know something? I do have to give this back, but they're just letting me control it for a little bit. But I've got to defend it 3 times before I can keep it. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on. Was you wearing that in the clubs?
Nah, I didn't go that far. I didn't go that far.
Nah, dude. Doing the Zonto with the whole belt is mad.
How did it feel to win that fight? Because obviously it's over 2 fights. The first one was the draw, tricky decision. It feels like you switched the game plan for the rematch. Talk us through that process.
It was like, first of all, it felt good winning that fight because he just ended up talking too much. And I'm a guy. Listen, I've got banter. Like all my regiments, I've got banter. So they're like to me, "Hey, Denz, come on, man, you should be." But I'm the type of guy that's like, when I know what I'm doing already, I don't feel like I need to talk too much. So I was thinking, I don't really need to go back and forth with you. We did go back and forth with you a little bit on Twitter and stuff, but I don't really need to go back and forth with you unless you're doing too much. Then we can really get it on. But at the same time, in the press conference, he weren't keeping the same energy he was online and in interviews. That's why I never really put it on him anyway. So I thought, whatever, he's not giving me the same energy. But I just felt like for the second fight, I felt like I need to stand my ground a bit because in the first fight, I thought, let me just move and box. Obviously, my first proper step up, even though I had one right before that. This was like someone that's boxed at that level, only lost to one person that's challenging for a world title. I thought, okay, he's a big puncher, dangerous guy. And let's not lie, all of that gets to, as much as you think, what's he going to do? He has to hit me first. It can play a part. Like, okay, cool, he punches hard. You've heard it several times. Don't get caught, because then if you get caught, you're stupid. So I thought, let me just box him, just make him miss and counter and stuff like that. But then in the second fight, I felt like, I've done that, and he didn't give it to me. He didn't respect what I'd done. So I'm going to make him feel me. Like, I felt his best shot. I felt his physical strength, and I was still standing at the end of the fight. he hasn't felt my best shot, and he hasn't helped. He didn't feel my physical strength. So I thought, you know what? This time I'm gonna hold my ground and push him back. If that don't work, I can always go back to boxing. But I always felt like if I hit him with my best shot, he won't take it as well as I took his best shot, and that's what was in my mind the whole fight, and it showed.
Totally.
He does. He stuck him in first round.
Fighting, I go to like sometimes with my missus see me watching boxing, and I'm like, babes, he's winning this one. It's a wrap. Like the second round, I said, nah. Then I said to Travis, whatever you try and reach out. even your interview at the end, the energy it felt refreshing. We need more of these characters. I felt happy for you winning your title, and I haven't even been on your journey. It's like I love. So it was like seeing that, I was like, no, that's someone that needs to be wearing a belt. That's someone that needs to be holding that. So what was the family? But how did like the closest family react to it? Or even when you got into boxing, what was that journey like?
When I first got into boxing, I don't think anyone thought I was serious. You know what I mean? Like, because I picked up out of nowhere. I playing football. But some of my I'm saying that was just random. But some of my friends were like, "Oh, like you've been a ref, like you've been aggressive, like all the time in school, you're always fighting and that." So they're not surprised. That's but a lot of people just thought it was random. Like my mum was like, "Why do you want to box?" My dad was like, "What made you pick boxing?" Like no one in my family done boxing. Well, I did find out one of my uncles did, but before that, I didn't know. So it was random, innit? It was just random. But my brother knew where it came from because obviously he's the one that brought the gloves down. We got in the gym, whatever. But everyone else is just like, as I went on in the amateurs, I kept going, and I think people started realizing maybe this guy's serious. Even though I've had support from the beginning, from my first fight, I've had support, like people coming out to watch me.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then like I think the more fights I won, it just people were just there supporting more and more and more. And where like my brothers and my close friends will always post stuff on socials.
Yeah.
People are seeing it like, right, this guy's actually going in on this. They don't really know the insides. I might not be, but it just looks like I'm going in on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then, like, obviously, the support started building. And by the time I turned professional, they're like, right, this guy's really serious. This is a big step. Then it just went mad. Like, boom, like, the support was just crazy. So when I won this, it was mad. Like, people are telling me, like, they shed a tear for me. And I'm like, that's love still. Like, bro, we've seen the journey. Bro. We've seen the struggle, bro. Like, things you sacrificed, things you've done. Like, everyone was just proud of me. Like my parents was always proud of me. My brother, he's thinking, because he was there from before the journey. Like, he knows how it started. You know what I'm gonna say? So it was just mad. It was a good feeling. And when I went Ghana, I got a good reception as well. Like family members in Ghana introduced me to loads of people. I met the Ashanti, the king of the Ashanti Kingdom. I met so many people. It's mad. It's mad.
So what's
didn't get to meet the president because they were doing the elections at the time. So yeah.
Fair play. So what's the plan now? Are you trying to keep the belt and move on? Like what's your direction like right now, 2021?
What? It's crazy because I want to keep the belt, but I also want to aim higher. For me, like this ain't no small belt. I know like there's guys out there that feel the British, I want to be a world champion. We all do. I want to be a world champion. For me. But right now my name's in history with this belt. And if I get to keep it outright, I've become one of the few people that in the middle division that has been able to do that. But at the same time, I do need fights that's going to push me on in my career. I can't just be having fights that's just going to be like, just to defend it and win it.
Yeah.
I need fights that, like, from now, I need every fight I have to be like, what a performance. He beat that guy. It needs to be exciting for myself and for everyone else. It needs to be like, if I beat this guy, I'm on another level again. That's what I thought with my last fight. If I beat this guy, I'm on another level.
Yeah.
And I beat him, now I'm on another level. I'm going to say,
they're
calling my name. Now it's like people feel like if they beat me, they've done well in their career.
That's right.
So I need to not slack. That's the position I want to be in. All right.
I love that energy, bro.
Probably like 2 people I want to fight domestically, and then I want to move on to like international bouts. And like everyone I beat in there, it's like, this kid's special. He's getting bit. He's done it again. I don't really want to fight anyone I'm expected to beat anymore. Like I think I'm over that phase. I need to get challenged, get straight into the trenches and
straight in.
Wow. Have you got any names like at the top level that you're kind of aiming at? Like you got a route in mind for them?
You know what? I think Felix Cash is a mandatory, and he's got the Commonwealth, and he's another highly rated domestic level fighter. So I think that would be a good fight. I think I think it'll be a good fight. You've got the Commonwealth, I got the British.
Would you have
That's
to
a solid
surrender?
fight.
Would you have to surrender the if you won the Commonwealth? Would you have to surrender the British title?
No,
Or you
I can hold the British, Commonwealth, and European all at the same time.
Oh wow,
Okay.
that's brilliant.
So that's what I would like to do. But it depends how it goes. I'd also like to fight for the European. If I can fight for that, I'll be happy. That's another step. That's like, he's done the British and the European right in his next fight. That's a big step for me. But I think domestically, Felix Cash is a good fight. It's Commonwealth title, and that's probably the best fight domestically right now. And other than that, Liam Williams, I know he's going for a world title, but that's the fight I want as well, man. That's just one of those things that I'm aiming for. I'm aiming for greatness. I'm aiming for greatness, innit? And you don't become great by beating guys you're meant to beat or longing out your career or trying to milk it a bit and say, I beat this guy that was from this country, he's ranked in that country, but we all know he's rubbish. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, Liam Williams goes ahead, wins his world title, go do your thing, win that world title, defend it against me. Well, I'll be your first defense if you want, and it's get cracking. But domestically, or like those are the two names that I think will get me mad excited for the fight, make me dig deep. But I think every fight from here on out, I have to dig deep. But
how do you were headlining that BT show, right? You was the last fight. You was the fight of the night.
Yeah. Headline that show. Yeah.
Being the headliner, like this is.
That's why it's crazy, because it's like when COVID first hit, I thought, this year's done, man. Like I was meant to fight in April at the O2, probably like the only arena in London I fought at yet. I think. When freaking bro.
I don't know what happened. Was that me? Was everyone here? Or was you? Let me ask a question again. What was it like headlining like your first? I don't know if that's your first big fight.
Yeah, my first.
Yeah. What was that like?
It was great. Like, it felt so sick, because that's why, like I was saying, that's why it's mad, because like when COVID hit, I thought, this year's done. It's rubbed. Like this year's over. Like it's done. What are we gonna do? I meant to fight in April, lockdown. I was just in my house thinking, this is long, man. It took me long to start training, because I just been through like a hard camp 3 weeks away from my fight. So I thought, I need to chill out, a bit of rest. Then it just got like a little bit depressing, if I'm being honest. Like, this is dead, man. It's in my room every day, same thing, getting up. And I thought the year was done. But then as soon as boxing came back on, I had to get ready quickly. So my first fight, I didn't even feel my best. And then that probably made Mark Heffron, that I fought last, look at me and be like, I can beat him. Which was probably a blessing in disguise. And then after that, we got the draw. And then I headlined, and everything just happened for a reason, because if I'm being honest, without COVID, even if I fought the same guy for the same circumstances, I wouldn't have headlined. That would have just been on a solid card. That would have just been on a big card, but a solid undercard, like maybe a co-main event or the third fight down. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, but because of COVID, because of restrictions, there's no fans, they were able, and plus the first fight was so exciting, they were able to like, if you want to say, take that risk and make it a main event fight without really losing any money. And
that's right.
It worked out for me. I got the headline, so I'm a solid TV fighter now. So I'm going to be on telly more time. So now, hopefully, people are excited. I've gained a whole load of new fans. So maybe in the next show, when everything's back, I can headline in front of a crowd, and then I know I'm going to pick some. But headlining already is that's a good feeling, especially for the British. Like that's probably one of the highlights of definitely is the highlight of my career so far. So my first title, first time headlining. Pressure was on, but I didn't feel no pressure. I felt so relaxed, the most relaxed I've ever been in the ring.
You see,
I like this.
My last question, but so now it's the biggest fight. It's your biggest fight ever. What are you coming into? Are you gonna let your brother arrange the music for you, or have you got a song that you think that's the tune that I need to come into when I go in and fight this super amazing fight that I'm getting against? I don't know who you want to fight in the future. I'm talking like, it's Vegas or Wembley. One of them.
You know what's so mad,
bro?
I've always had a problem with my music. Like 3 times I've had to come up to a song and I've had to change it, which is so annoying, because I think something to do with the licensing or something. But my little brother raps.
Yeah.
And I like to come up to his music.
Okay.
So you're that's just me more time.
You're trying to not let the crowd sing along, boy. You know what I mean?
Listen, my crowd see me. I'm here to. You see, like, because of the level I was boxing at when, my first time headlining, but before that, when those crowds, the only people that are there for me and I'm there to impress are the people that are coming for me. And they all know my brother's music.
Sick.
So my section's lit. My section's lit.
Hey, bro, you know,
When we get to that
My
stage,
table was
when we get-
enjoying the vibe.
my section's lit. So when I get to that stage where the whole crowd is there for me because I'm headlining and the whole event's there for me, then obviously it may be different, innit? I might have to play something that everyone can know. But right now, everyone knows. So when I'm coming out, they're all singing along anyway, and they're there for me. They're there for me. So wherever I'm on, I think my third fight, it was at Camden Centre. I still boxed on the small shows. I didn't come out to my brother's tune, but I came out to Heady One, Know Better.
yeah,
You know, that kind of song was like a that kind of song, whatever. And the guy I was fighting in my third fight beat me in the amateurs.
Oh,
So I was like, this is the perfect song to come out to. But all my lot went crazy. And that's what I love to feel. Everyone that's there for me is going crazy. Like the whole ringside was just screaming. I think it's on YouTube. I hope it's on YouTube. I don't even know. But just going crazy. And I was like, yeah, this is it. This is what I need to feel every time. So I come out to something that they all know. But the last couple of times I tried to come out to Nipsey Victory Lap, Pop Smoke, Many Men.
yeah.
And something else, but there was all something wrong with the license. So I had to settle for something else. But if I can come out to a mad tune, it'd probably be Pop Smoke, Many Men, because I like the way that drops. Like I just feel like when I'm getting into the ring, everyone that's on my opponent's kind of side is you know what I'm gonna say. I'm mean right now. You feel me? But you see how it goes. Now I'll keep trying. Hopefully they let me come out to one of those something like that.
You know when you fully made it, boy, you can come into that calm Ghanaian song, bro.
I'll probably come out to one of them Americans. One of them Americans. You know the drill guy. Come out to one of them next time. Everyone doing a little.
Nah, literally, this was amazing, man. Thank you for giving us your time twice. Literally, like you showed love to us, and as soon as we saw you, and I said, nah, this man knows what he's doing in the ring. He's getting places. I said, Travis, please set up, and you're here, and it's so good, even with the belt on your shoulder.
Facts.
I felt it when you won that. I said, yeah, that's sick. Yeah, so big up,
you,
man. It's like
you're
representing the man, them innit? You're representing. So
that's how it is. That's where it goes. Yeah, trust me.
There, it's amazing. So big up, man.
Keep flying, bro. Keep flying.
Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you.
Come on.
Take it easy, brother.
Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated Podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff. Make sure and come back, bruv. Tell a friend, tell your grandma, tell your dad, tell everyone, tell your cousins. Let's go.